Welcome everyone back to Peace Time Podcast. I'm with Jack and Gola, and we're here to present you with more fun facts.
I just stalling time.
Right. So, fun fact: your voice is more affected from breaking your nose than it is from damaging your throat.
Oh, that's a good one. Is it because you talk out of your nose or you take an air in? I don't know how to.
It's so yeah, it's essentially that concept of like there needs to be like a reverse flow of air in order to actually produce like different levels of noise or different tones of noise. So if you have a broken nose, you obstruct that opposite flow, and then you know then you talk and then your nose whistles. Boom. What you got, Jack?
All right. For me, today I learned that the CIA recruited one of Fidel Castro's mistresses and hired her to try to kill him back in the 60s. They gave her poison pills, but Fidel Castro found out. And what he did was he gave his mistress her gun and dared her to shoot him. But she wasn't able to kill
Damn.
him. She wasn't able to kill him, and they instead had sex.
Dang.
Oh, okay.
So did the CIA kill her?
But
No, the
was
CIA
that
never got to killing Fidel Castro. They
was
tried
that
to.
after the
What?
was that after the assassination attempt?
Yeah, that was after the assassination attempt.
It's like, oh, damn, that's kind of hot. Show me your titties. That's amazing.
Yep. Sometimes you can be so convincing. Doesn't matter. Didn't get killed, had sex.
Mhm. I mean, that's how I'd celebrate. Woo! I didn't die. Let's fuck.
All right, my fun fact. Did you guys know that In-N-Out managers make 160K a year?
Yes.
Yep, they get paid pretty well. Way better than McDonald's managers.
You know, because I think when I was I think when I was in high school, I learned about it, but they were making 100. They were making 100K when I was thinking, and then now it's like 160. I was like, I didn't know it was this much. If I would have known earlier, I would have gotten a job at In-N-Out.
But
Like,
isn't that crazy? Just
Yeah.
how that like, turned out. Because everyone, it's like it was like the idea back then is that if you worked at a fast food place, you didn't make that much money, and you basically lived with minimum wage your entire career. But it's just like that franchise is just like turned that shit on its head.
Did you
My God.
did you see that guy, that fast food worker? I think it was I want to say it was KFC. He worked there for 27 years. And they gave him, after 25 years, they gave him like a little bag of like employees, KFC things. And that's all they gave him, right? But he's been working there for 27 years.
I thought they were giving him a bucket of chicken. That's fucked up.
Finally, a bucket of chicken.
I could have afforded this my entire career, but I worked 25 years for this shit.
Yeah. But if I would have known that, I would have applied for In-N-Out.
Teach him the secret. Was it 11
Oh,
or-
yeah. You should learn all the spices and then go out and make your own fried chicken spot.
I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those like I have to imagine it like this. It's one of those things where it's a matter of time before someone figures it out. You know,
The 11
Because-
spices?
yeah, because you have super tasters of the world. So, I mean, the people
It's not
that can
Jack and I.
actually, huh?
It's not Jack and I. No way.
The
Everything
ones
is
with
good.
shrunken penises due to COVID. That's how I'll know. I'll be staring at everyone's bulge.
Hey, I got it from helping you, so I don't know what that
Oh,
means. I don't know.
It's true. I think that goes beyond COVID, and it's just a tiny penis disease. Anyways, damn, but 160K. I mean, I wouldn't have believed it if I wouldn't have believed it until I saw it. And speaking of not believing it until you saw it, today's topic is don't knock it till you try. So basically, it revolves around the idea of you have done things so regularly or felt so strongly about something until you tried something different or the opposite, and that changed your whole perception of how things are done. So, easy example for me was bidets. Just because, I don't know. I mean, like there's never been a good effective way to clean your butthole, like after you go use the bathroom, until bidets came along.
There's a lot of cultures out there who use like a wash basin or a tabo or a loda to clean their assholes with water.
But you had to involve your own hand.
Yeah. You had to use your own hand to help get the water there.
I think
you
I
went
think
to
the
go
rest of
eat
the
fried
world.
chicken afterwards.
I think the rest of the world cleans their butt with water.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of I think it's like the US is probably the only country that doesn't do it.
The US and Europe. Well, I think Europe has it now, but I don't think the US doesn't have like bidets built in.
Yeah.
Well, I think they should.
Yes and no. Just because the public toilet systems handled in America are subpar, to say the least. So, I mean, there would never be an ideal situation where you can safely use a bidet, a public bidet here, unless you guys are confident enough to actually like share.
I mean, yeah. There's also what's it called? The disposable wipes that are increasing in popularity. If you can't get water to do it, you can get like at least a sanitized disposable wipe, which at least has some antibacterial stuff to help clean yourself. Kind of like what was that? If you're cleaning a baby, the baby wipes. The baby wipes for adults.
Yeah, I mean, but even now, I would use a bidet on my baby. I would actually, instead of using a wipe, I would just use like a spray or a hose or one of those kitchen faucet things, and just spray. Spray my baby. Yeah, because that would get it better than anything. Just saying.
I love mines. So when I bought mines like 2 years ago, and I can't go back.
I didn't know you bought one.
I bought one
Nice.
2 years ago. Never looking back. And I don't like hot water, but the cold water is fine.
Cold water?
The cold water. I think, yeah.
So you feel better with the cold water than
Cold water. I mean, because where I'm at is super hot, so it's not like it feels great, you know. On a sweaty butthole for your.
But you're trying to melt the poop off too. What about you, Jack?
For me, it's a tabo.
Damn.
I don't have, well, I mean, I could probably get a bidet, but I'm a little bit lazy. I see some
Dang,
of
I should
those.
have got
those
should have got
hand-
that for you on Christmas.
I seen some of those bidets.
For those of us that don't know, adobo is I'll just say it in my version, Filipino bucket.
Yeah, it's a
So
wash bucket for your ass. And it's not the only one. There's a bunch of other cultures that have like wash buckets for their asses. Like, for example, there's a thing called the lota. It's like the Arabic version of a tabo, except it looks like a coffee pot.
like a neti pot for your butt.
Yeah, it looks like a neti pot.
See, and so does that involve the use of your hand?
You still probably have to get the water up there somehow.
Well, I mean, like not that the mechanical motion of your hand cleaning with the water.
I don't know. Have never used a lota, so I can only assume that they have to do something to get it up there. Maybe they go up the front or something. I don't know.
Walker, where was your first time you used it?
What?
What was the first time I used bidet?
Yeah.
It would have to have been like I think 9 years ago. But that was just during my travel experience. So I mean, once I experienced that, I'm just like, yo, why are we doing this? I mean, like, why doesn't this exist in our houses? So, I mean, it was one of those life-changing things where I was just like, holy shit, like this, like my butthole is clean, and I only need like less than five squares of toilet paper just to wipe myself clean. So
Wow.
yeah, because like
that bad.
huh? No, I mean just for drying. Depends on the ply too. So if it's like one ply toilet paper, like that shit's not gonna catch anything.
Stu, my friend does. He takes a shit and then goes straight in the shower.
I do that too sometimes.
Yeah.
For example, I mean, it's like it's easier because you're gonna clean yourself off.
Oh, you know what they need to do is they need to do a shower room, toilet room combined.
Like Japan. Japan has
Like
that.
Japan, like the whole bathroom is your shower, and you just take the hose and stuff like that. So if you're like on the toilet, just take that hose down and just spray it down there.
You mean shit inside your shower?
Oh,
Inside your no,
You know-
like no,
you know-
like you're on the toilet, and then why not just take the hose thing and then just I did it. The crazy thing, I did it in India. So
Oh.
it was like a toilet shower room, and I sprayed myself, and I was so hot, and I was taking the dump. And I was,
Everyone was looking at you like there's a shower right there.
and I was so hot and like taking the dump. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna spray myself thing, and then after that, I just took a shower after that.
Okay. I get it. I mean, isn't that like a hand bidet though, with the
Yeah.
the hose
Yeah.
with the sprayer?
Yeah.
You're
Right
using
next
the hand
to
bidet
the-
You're not
shower.
supposed to use that as a shower.
No, it wasn't for that. It was like from the shower.
Oh, you
right in
got like
front
the
of me.
shower
Oh,
head.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was thinking you got the.
I'm like, don't use the one from the toilet, man.
Like, wait, no, that's not right.
That's
Okay.
bad.
No, one. No, it's just shower. It's a shower room, but then the shower's right in front of me. Turn it on and just start spraying myself. So, yeah.
But how is that shower head so close to you while you're on the toilet though?
It's a small bathroom. Small, and you just take it and like it's like a hose. You just take it and just drag it with it.
That's gotta feel weird. Just because I'm imagining the logistics of it. It's just like you're kind of taking a shit and then, like the water that's running off of you, like is that LeBron when it comes down? And then and then like you're trying to figure out how to wipe, but your entire body's wet, so you can't touch anything.
So now you have to shower the whole thing.
So now you gotta stick that shower head into your booty hole and like spray that shit clean. That seems like that seems like a hassle, but plus when you come out, you look like you're sweating, like you had a hard time. All right. So what revolutionary things have you guys come across that's changed your life?
I can go next. All right. So growing up, there's a lot of, when you're watching movies or shows, a lot of shows that like badmouth vegetables like broccoli and asparagus, right? They're always bad mouthing it, like it tastes bad and it's terrible to eat, or like kids don't like it. But then like as a kid, I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I want to give it a try. But it actually tasted good. Broccoli and asparagus is probably one of my favorite vegetables to eat. So I was converted. I didn't buy into the hype of hating those type of vegetables, especially if you just put some oil on it with some salt, pepper, and roast it in the oven. It's pretty good, pretty delicious when I could taste it.
Well, I remember as a kid watching Popeye and then him eating spinach.
Oh yeah, spinach too.
And then and then I saw when we went to the grocery store and I saw a photo of Popeye on the spinach thing. I was like, oh shit, this is what Popeye eats. It makes him strong and stuff. So I asked my mom, can we get it? She bought it. She cooked it and I ate it. I was like, ah.
I like vegetables eating it, probably because it was prepared well. Instead of, I don't know like how people cook it. People cook it like hella bland or something. But when I ate some of the vegetables, it was cooked pretty well or roasted and stuff, and it tasted good.
Popeye was like, got him.
Well, the crazy thing with Popeye is like they basically created Popeye to sell spinach.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot more obvious as we got older.
Yeah. And like even as a kid, there was no canned spinach, but it was like just fresh spinach. But
yeah, what's up with the canned spinach?
Made that shit look like a liquid. This fool did not have teeth to chew, anyways.
Yeah, I fell for that shit, and I was like, can't believe I'm not. Can't believe I fell with that shit. But anyways, but I love my vegetables now.
Yeah.
I love my mushrooms though.
I used to not like mushrooms actually, and then it wasn't until we started having hot pot is when they actually became like a good thing to me.
Yeah, there's also like much more variety of mushrooms to eat, not just the regular, button top mushrooms, but there's like the enoki mushrooms or those weird shaped mushrooms that are very meaty tasting.
Did you know the enoki in where I live is like $5 a pack?
Woo!
Fuck.
It's $5 a pack.
Remember,
I mean, when I was
something like that.
When I was in LA, I went to the Korean grocery store. That thing was like $1 a bag, but not here. Yeah. It's like $5. I'm like, forget it.
Because they probably don't see that in demand in that area though.
Probably, but
I mean, are there a lot of like diverse markets over where you are?
Yeah, there's hella Asians.
Oh, shit.
That's the thing.
I never would pay $5 for enoki.
No, I was like, forget it. I mean, even if the ones that we back home, I think the prices are. I mean, well, grocery is just generally expensive now. So.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Anyways, my fun fact. I think it was, I think I was growing up, I was so against, so against drugs because we grew up with, don't say it, just say
Just like
no,
Dare?
just say no,
Dare.
dare and stuff like that. And then trying it for the first time, like, fuck, this is revolutionary. I mean, I'm not like because it's used, but I used it once and it helped me out a lot after, you know, after taking it. But it was like, it was taking those psychedelics that got me. So
You got convinced by psychedelics.
psychedelics, man.
Yeah, those drug programs, they actually, if they do a long-term study of it, they actually encouraged kids to do drugs later on in life rather than
When they say no to it?
yeah. They did a long-term study of people who gone through those programs, and they found out that there's actually more of them who
Yeah,
actually
I think
tried drugs later on.
this one was like, I took mushrooms when I was in Mexico, and the guys that gave it to me didn't tell me it was mushrooms. But we were cooking something, and then to suppress that appetite a little bit, they gave you a little bit of mushrooms. But like, I just sat there and I just started feeling good and stuff. That we ate the meal, blah blah blah, and I went to bed and stuff. And then from there, I was seeing like fireflies flying around. I saw the stars twinkling, but it was crazy. Like, you sat you down and you just all I did was just think, and it was amazing experience.
But
It's not like you're running around the woods and stuff like that. You're freaking out. It wasn't like that. I was expecting that, but it wasn't. It was nothing like that. Which I was.
little did Cola know that one of the dudes was trying to sleep with him.
What was that?
Little did Cola know that one of the dudes was trying to sleep with him.
We didn't know my immune system was top notch. You couldn't get me down.
You make me hallucinate, but you're not gonna open my booty hole, man. Well,
But yeah,
I mean,
like that kind of like changes like what I think about drugs in general.
I didn't know that those programs advocated for drugs at one point.
They didn't
So,
add
is it-
for drugs. They were supposed to stop people from trying drugs, but because they're like, no, it just piqued the curiosity of kids once they started learning about all these effects that you can have taking these drugs.
It's like it's like for them, you're making it cool by saying
Yeah.
no. So once you take it, you're cool. And that's the kind of effect they weren't dealing with. It's like, shit.
I thought you meant they ran a campaign to do drugs. So originally it was say no to drugs, but it said,
Anti-drugs.
yeah,
No,
but
it was-
I thought you meant originally they were instead of saying no to drugs, it's like say no, comma, drugs.
well, I mean, they can see it that way, but yeah, definitely encouraged more kids to try drugs because they talked over all these bad things that can happen, but they sounded good,
I think
Well,
probably
like, hell yeah, I want to do that.
probably the worst one was probably they made everybody think that marijuana was gonna kill you.
Oh, that campaign. It's like, dude, they
It's even
they
more
made
worse stuff out there
a
now.
worse thing.
Yeah.
It's like you'll get your ass whooped in a gang, and then like it's a gateway, so then you'll end up like homeless and then sucking someone else's dick. It's like, what kind of message is this, man? It
Yeah.
didn't convince people. It made people more gay.
At this point, like I'm old enough. Or like when I was younger, I was trying it all. But when I got older, but I tried it. I'm not, because I'm older. I'm like I'm trying not to do it because I don't know how it will affect me. But
But at the core of it, like when it comes to abuse of drugs and stuff like that, doesn't it all just kind of boil down to parenting?
No,
Yes and
Just
no.
because they dump like typically it sounds like a lot of responsibility, and I'm speaking from not having a child standpoint, but it's just typically sounds like, you know, because it's it's easier to hold someone else accountable for BS that, you know, uh, typically would require, you know, you to have those awkward conversations with your kids and stuff.
Yes and no. I think as a parent, I'm not a parent myself, but I think you gotta let them know the expectations, and you can't watch them 24/7 when you're at work or they're at school. Uh, so maybe be like how some parents are with alcohol and let them try it a little bit at home in a safe environment.
I got dogs and cats, and they don't do drugs.
you know, the crazy thing, we always had alcohol in the house and like we never touched it. We never touched it. I think that's the other thing is like once you have it at the home, it's like it's so calming, like it's yeah, like whatever. You're not gonna touch it. Right.
I
No.
mean, it, well, it's hard because like in in my house, like we had like beer and stuff, and my dad didn't even like to drink.
What'd you guys
So it's
like it?
yeah, they had it just to hoard it. So it's just it served almost no purpose, and I'm just like, all right, well, um, but realistically, yeah, it's just like in the beginning, like when you have it, like beer tastes like ass to me. It still kind of does. So I tend to go more towards hard liquor anyways, or mixed drinks.
Yeah, and then again, it's like the other thing is like, I think people, they like certain things and then and they stick with it. Like if you like smoking, you do smoking. If you like drinking, you drink. If you like others, adrenaline rush, you're gonna go search out for some reason.
So did you guys ever do that stuff out of peer pressure?
No,
No,
I thought I did it because it was free. So I was like, oh, give it a try. I'm like, fuck yeah, shit. This thing is like $20 a pill. I'm taking it.
Well, I mean, for me, it will. I don't know if I can call it peer pressure. It's just like someone handed it to me. I'm like, all right, and I just start drinking. So, I mean, I, I guess yeah, peer pressure for me, but not so much that it's just like, oh yeah, this is something I'm going to do every day, or this is like going to be my new thing. But yeah, but I can understand from your guys' perspective though. You're both the oldest. Like, there's not many people in your family that can influence you.
I had the older cousins and stuff.
It's
And
like, oh, no one's gonna influence you. Like, let me try this out. Yeah. I mean, shoot, I didn't start drinking until I was maybe 23.
Really?
So yeah, 23. I mean, had a sips in it, but like I didn't go out to the bars and get something to drink until I was like 23.
What's your typical drinks of choice when you're out?
It depends on the mood. It's like if it's day, I would just stick with like a light beer.
yeah,
Nothing too strong.
cocktails, mixed
Yeah.
drinks, maybe wine.
Oh, I'm having this bad reactions to tequila.
Ooh,
I'm having bad like it just hurts my stomach and I just can't take it.
Yeah,
So
I could never do tequila. I don't know what it is. It's just it feels like it would be I guess it feels stronger, but also it's just like yeah, it never sits well in my stomach whenever I take it.
yeah, I can probably do rum, gin, everything else, but like tequila, that's when it gets me. That's when I start throwing up.
Yeah, exactly that. It's just like it doesn't sit well in your stomach, so it kind of forces its way back out, like really quick. And then I always had a problem with beer, just from a physical standpoint, where I would take some in and then like it makes you full. So it's like I can't do that. I can't drink beer and eat pho or something like something liquidy.
Bad.
Jack knows this because pretty much I had one beer and ate a bowl of pho, came right out after we left the restaurant. It's because it's all like carbonated and shit.
You know, the crazy thing, I had the group and I, we had our wheat brownies. We had wheat brownies and we ate it. We went snowboarding and we were still fucked up. We ate it, we get fucked up. I think we were overdosed on it, but we ate it. We went to, after snowboarding, we went to this Chinese food spot, all you can eat. And we all, we ate as much as we could. And then I was feeling good. And then we walked out, and then the other guy just vomit everywhere, and it was right in front of the restaurant.
Yeah, where'd you guys snowboard?
That's amazing. Like right in front of the restaurant. Everyone is just like staring at you. And they're like all the forks drop and shit.
And this was in Tahoe. This
Oh,
was
right.
what is it, Squaw Valley?
Nice. I can just imagine Cola. He's like, "Oh, this is good." I don't know. And then,
Oh, I didn't throw up. Somebody else did. And I
oh
was
yeah,
like,
well, whoever was your the one who threw up at the time.
oh, it was a lot of weed brownie. Oh my
The thing
god.
is, the weed brownies, they make you hella hungry, and then since you have no inhibition to stop eating, you like overeat, and then that's probably at the point where you're like, "Bleh."
Yeah, I've heard stories where it just people are incredibly unproductive.
There's stories where people feel that they're so like they have these mind-blowing ideas, but then it's you come back to them, they sound pretty stupid. Like they feel inspired, but then it's actually nope. It's not that. It's not like that.
Yes. But yeah. Anything else that you converted from?
I would say do it. Give it a try.
Do drugs.
I wish I
Say
was
no.
younger and gave it a try.
Drugs.
What was that?
Say no, comma, drugs.
I said give it a try. Don't do any fentanyl laced with things. Just try to go with some earth stuff.
Yeah.
Take some mushrooms. Sleep with
Do
some
it in
guys.
do it in a responsible way, like with somebody that has done it before, and in case you trip out.
Don't throw up in front of any restaurants.
Yeah, and don't throw up in front of it.
The Chinese food was delicious, but it wasn't the Chinese
I
food. It was
wanted
just
to see to be just like that. This phone was great. It should have been right at the door as he was walking.
no, it was.
Oh, at the door.
Yeah. He walked out and just spewed all right in front of the thing like that. And then we got in the car, like, let's go. And then you see the guy come out and just spray everything with water.
It's all good. He had the Peking duck. No one wants that shit.
And that business went out of business, right?
That business went out of business. All right, that's the time when we're gonna call it. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Don't do some drugs. Try some drugs. Per Cola and Jack.
Try some drugs, eat your vegetables, and buy a bidet.
There you go. Do it all at once.